Hello, my fair citizens. My name is Strider, the mayor of Sodium City, and welcome back to the town hall. This time, we got to sit down with MTG Malone. He's a YouTuber out of Germany. Super cool guy, so I hope you stay salty. Enjoy the video. Hello, MTG Malone. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much. How are you, Strider Stone?
I'm fantastic. Welcome to the town hall. It's probably one of the first 10, your top 10. I had a lot of people talking to me about you when you were very first coming up. I think you had maybe 500 or 1,000 subscribers on YouTube when I first heard
It feels like
you.
yesterday, man. Feels like yesterday. You do this
really
every day,
does.
like time slips, you know? You just look on your calendar and you're like, what? It's already like December? What the heck happened? Like, yeah, it's so crazy to me.
I know.
Seriously. Like, yeah,
Wait, when
I
did
can't
you
even
start? Was it like a year ago or was it 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was a year ago, November 4th. I remember that because the channel birthday was just like some months ago, and yeah, it was crazy. But the story, like, you know, I started doing content. I watched like some YouTube content creators, like, of course, CGB. I watched MTG Arena Original Decks and Mono Black Magic. And I always wanted to do it, and then I moved to a new town, and a lot of stuff happened in my life, like I had family dying and stuff like that. And I thought, you know what? If I don't do it now, I will never do it. And then I just started, and yeah, a year later, I'm almost at 10,000, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, I really don't understand. It's crazy to me. I don't know why people watch it.
That is crazy. 10K in a year, that's nutty.
Well, it's a little bit more than a year. Just I don't want to lie, you know. I don't want to lie. It's just
but still, I mean, you don't have exactly 10K yet. I mean, you'll get there. It's
499 away. Only
basically
499 away.
Yeah. So it's not that bad, but
it's
that's
amazing.
still crazy. I don't think people understand how difficult it is to actually get there.
I couldn't have imagined, you know, when I hit the first 1,000, it was like after 3 months or something, and then from there it got faster and faster, like freaking crazy. Seriously, it was just I'm overwhelmed, you know. Like, I'm getting all this positive feedback and everything. Like, for me, it's just doing what I love. I love being an entertainer. Like, I sing in a metal band and everything. And I think that people also feel that I have like a stage presence, maybe. I think that's important also as well, because, you know, there's some people that go on arena content or magic content in general to get informed, to see new decks and everything. But people still are consumers, you know. They still try to get entertained. They still want to like have a show and everything. So, yeah, stuff like when Crokies and CGB clashed, it was like very hype, you know, and a lot of people watched it. I think the live stream both had like around 3,000 people on every live stream, and that's just fucking amazing.
Yeah,
like, seriously.
Exactly. Yeah, that was crazy. And
that is what I mean, you know.
They're probably what I would say the most entertaining, yet some of the most talented people at the same time.
Absolutely.
That's when talent and entertaining comes together in just like the highest level. And that's why they're so successful compared to like everybody else.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think it's also the consistency. I think consistency is also very important because
yeah.
And like originality, you know, because I've seen a lot of people, like, when I started doing content, there was like a dude, an amazing dude. I liked him very much, and we were talking a lot because we just both started out. The MTG engineer, Dan was his name, and he started doing content like a week before I started or something like that. And
Not
his
familiar.
problem, if I want to say, I don't want to like talk shit, you know, I don't want to say he had a problem or anything, but he didn't have all the time, you know, to make original decks. So I think that something that is very important to people is that you don't just play decks they could just find on EtherHub, or they just watch somebody else already play. You know, if you're doing decks from other people, it can be like a one-time thing, like maybe you do it once or twice a month, or if you present like the championship, whatever, you know. But that's not what will bring new people to you,
Magic
you know?
Engineer? Is that what you're talking about?
MTG Engineer, I think his name was. I forgot his name on YouTube, but I can check it out in a second. And
yeah, I just searched it and it came up with Edwin, the MTG Engineer, or Edwin,
maybe
Magic
he deleted
Engineer.
the channel.
And he has
I don't
like
know.
8K subs.
Oh, no. There's two actually. Yeah, that's true. There was like another one also as well, but I don't find him in my subscriptions anymore. So it could be that he deleted his channel. But he was like the MTG engineer.
Oh, no, I see it now. 230 subs, the
something
MTG
like
engineer.
something like that. And the problem. Oh yeah, there it is, exactly. Yeah,
I'll DM it to you. Yeah, if you don't have it. Okay.
And the thing is that he started doing like decks that people already played, and there I saw like a decline in his viewership as well. Like at the beginning, he did a lot of original decks and stuff that was amazing. Like he did a 5-color shrine deck that was cool and people watched it a lot. But then he started just like doing decks that people just know, and that doesn't bring in new people. They would see it on their timeline and say, well, that's the deck that I have already seen, I don't know, CGB play or Crokies or whoever, and that's just like, I think a big part of success are two things, like your personality, of course, like forget that, people will watch your content on mute if they have to, like some people do for me, I'm pretty sure, because I'm pretty loud. So, but I think original decks and consistency.
You just talk so much, which is ridiculous.
I'm half Italian,
that is
man.
Insane to me. That's one of the most difficult parts of streaming specifically. And that's why it's crazy to me that you're not a streamer. Because if you were a streamer, if you were a Magic streamer specifically, you would easily be one of the most successful. Because not even putting all of the entertainment value aside, putting your talent as a Magic creator or an entertainer aside, for the sheer fact that you talk all the time, and it's just like nonstop, that would put you at the top.
You think so? I don't know shit about streaming,
percentile,
man.
just like coming out the gate. I guarantee you.
Like I want to get into streaming more. Like it's very hard for me because like 30% of my viewership is from the US, and if people watching don't know, maybe they hear it, but I'm not from the US. I'm German actually. I live here all my life and everything. I learned English via doing music and reading comic books and stuff. So
hell yeah.
Yeah, for me, when I like started putting out the videos, I always checked like what time is it in the US, and for me, I always try to go with Eastern Standard Time and see what time it is over there. So that is why I put up my videos at 7 p.m. Germany time, and I think it's like 11 a.m. EST. So if I would be streaming, I would have to find a time where a lot of like American viewers can also join, because like 30% of my viewers are from the US, Then there's like 10% from Brazil.
YouTube viewers.
Exactly, yeah. But if I stream,
well, a lot of Twitch viewers will never go to YouTube, but a lot of YouTube viewers will go over to Twitch.
Well,
so
I
it
stream
depends
on
on
both.
what you want to do there.
I always stream on both, so yeah, that's because I'm not affiliated or anything. I just start streaming, and then I just put it on both platforms at the same time. And I have more viewers on YouTube actually watching me, and I think that's because they get a notification, and on Twitch there's just 400 people following me. That's like, 5% on what I have on YouTube. So yeah, I think that's a big like factor I have to factor in that. Yeah. Also, I'm so happy that I can curse. I will curse the shit out of you today. Like, I always try to keep it family friendly, but sometimes I want
definitely not family friendly.
Yeah, man, I know, but I tried to do it, and in the end, I'm glad I did it. Like, there's some children sometimes watching me. Like, I had like a Patreon, and he was like, "Dude, my name actually is that, but can you put in the name of my kid?" And then he wrote me a message when you said the name of my kid in your patron shoutouts and everything. He was up, and I was like, okay, children are watching it, and that's
adorable.
And it's not like her saying that. That's what I think. Like, imagine you're watching like Mario content with your child, and you're like, okay, we can watch that Mario creator, and then it's like, oh, this fucking level, what the fuck's going on? And you're sitting there with your 5-year-old, and you're like, oh shit, no.
See, that's why I watch Grand Pooh Bear. Grand Pooh Bear is the exact reason.
Oh yeah, man. Oh, he curses so beautifully though. Oh man.
Oh yeah, he's fantastic.
Fuck me in the dick is one of the best curses I've ever heard. Like, oh man.
I still use it. It still gets caught. It gets stuck in my head, and I got addicted to using it, and it's really bad.
That's like I asked my big brother if he knows Grand Poober, and he was like, "Oh, it's the dude that always says fuck me in the dick." I was like, "Yeah, man, exactly." But it's great. The most genius thing he ever did was getting the dude from NBA Jam to do him like the voiceovers, to give him these the Kaizo block out of nowhere. That was amazing.
Kaizo block out of nowhere.
Yeah, and suck it, rest of the world.
Barb is a dick.
That's right. Oh man, I forgot that one. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, Carl Sagan and Graham Puber are amazing. They're like the two that I enjoy the most watching. Carl Sagan is
the
so
most
different.
Family-friendly one was
Ryokar.
Ryokar became family friendly for sure.
Oh,
but,
really? He wasn't at the beginning?
DGR.
Yeah,
DGR is super family friendly.
Yeah, that's true. He's like such a clean guy.
I think Geek is trying to go more family friendly.
Oh, you think so? You think so? She's
trying.
Oh, she curses a lot. Like when Carl Sagan did his like, man. But I totally get it. Like I think that there's a big difference if you're doing like videos for YouTube or if you're streaming. Like if you're streaming, I think it's different. If you don't plan on getting like monetized for your videos, and they will ask you all these stupid questions like, do you curse? Do you talk about themes that aren't alright? Do you show violence? Do you show sexual explicitity? Stuff like that. It just if you say one of those, yes, I think they will cut down your monetization for a lot. And I've got to say, it's very rewarding to get money out of YouTube, and to have that cut down, I think that hurts. And I think it's very different if you're doing that on stream. Like on stream, you can just curse a lot more, I think. Yeah, come on, Croak, he curses like a sailor, and there's never a problem. I don't think that Twitch will ever go to him and tell him no. You just put your content up for 18 plus, and that's good. It's just just all right.
I used to do YouTube videos specifically for YouTube, but now I do like cuts from my stream. Like I find specific games, and then we do edits of the games, like splice in whatever we need to do, and then I record my own deck tech and stats and stuff for it. Just because I didn't have time to like make a new deck and then record for, an hour and a half, 2 hours, try to get good games enough to make a YouTube video. Doing that and streaming was just way too much time.
Yeah, that's true. I totally agree. Like that is also one of the big problems that I see with streaming. Like if I stream, you regularly do like from 3 hours to a maximum of 4 hours. And usually I only stream after I hit a milestone. Like every 1,000 people that hit on the channel, I did a giveaway for gems on Arena and stuff, and I always did like I played some games and I did like the giveaway during the stream, so that people also keep watching and stuff like. But
wait, how do you do a gem giveaway?
I send them money on PayPal. That is what I do. I just like in the beginning. I was like,
I thought, because I talked with HGG, hello, good game. I talked with him about it because he did gem giveaways. I'm like, how the fuck are you getting gems? And he's like, I just give him PayPal. And I was like, oh.
That is like the only way I see how to do.
I fucking debated so hard.
Yeah, man. But that is
even
the thing.
Even though money's probably way better.
It is. But buy yourself some gems, please.
I was so excited for gem codes. I'm like, how do we get gem codes?
That would be
That'd
so
be great.
good.
I would love
that would
to
be
do
so
that.
good. In Europe, you have at least you can do like payback cards or something. Like I forgot the name, but there's like money cards, and there's like a code on them, and then you can put the code into Arena. So I did that at the beginning.
Yeah.
I bought like these cards because I didn't have PayPal in the beginning. I got it later. I never had to use it and stuff. So at the beginning I could do that, but that only works like in Germany or in Europe. If you have to send the money to somebody that's in Brazil or I don't know in Japan, then it doesn't work. Also, what's very fucking weird. So if you are in Germany or in Europe in general, put your Arena economy on dollars, because the prices are exactly the same, but the dollar is worth less. So that when I pay like $50, it's like 45 euros. But if I get it on euro, if I get my market on euros, I have to pay 50 euros. That is so fucking weird. They didn't like change it, They just
what?
Yeah, they just changed the money sign. So I can go onto Arena and tell Arena to please show me the prices in dollars. But the prices don't change. They stay exactly the same. I don't know. I don't think it is, but I don't want to mess anything up for them.
Like, not from your side, from their side.
No, I know.
They're allowed to do it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They can do whatever they want, you know. They've like the prices in euro for the secret layers are also like way higher than what they're in dollars. So that's just fucking weird. So I don't
That's
know.
crazy.
But that's a good tip.
Yeah, I
So
don't
if
know
you're in
either.
Europe, just go to the store,
Yes.
change to dollars if you want to buy something. And like I saved already like $50 or something like that when I heard about it. I couldn't believe it in the beginning. I was like, dude, that's never real, you know? It's just never going to
there's
happen.
no
The
way.
price are going to be like $55 or something, but they aren't. They're just the fucking same. It's insane. It's a fucking scam, man, you know, but I don't care. Like I have to pay the money anyways to build decks, and so yeah.
Did you make a short for that? Dude, people would love that.
I should.
Yes,
Maybe I
you
should.
should. You would get
Maybe I
like
should.
a
Let me
bajillion hits
write
on
that
that.
down. Okay.
Yeah, you should.
Shorts.
Because like, yeah, I was like, man, I should make a short out of that. But since you said it, I'm like, I'll let you do that. that would be like the definition of a dick move.
Oh man, I wouldn't mind at all. You know, like you know, for me, it's so hard to already do the content. Like in the core, I'm a fucking lazy Italian dude. You know, I'm just like, if I could sleep until 1 p.m. in the afternoon every day, I would do it. You know, never go to bed, wake up, drink coffee the whole day. Like not even 2 years ago, I was a fucking stoner. Like I smoked all day long. Then I stopped smoking for like mind reasons and everything. And I think it was also good for the channel and everything. But like it's really hard for me. Like the content is okay. I like doing that, but everything more just feels like a chore, you know, like it's like a chore. Like people are like, oh, you should do TikTok. And I'm like, fuck that, man. I really wouldn't know what to do, you know. There was a friend of me asking, should we do some shorts? We did one, you know, where the theme was something like, why is there no voice chat in Arena? You know, there was like a comedic short and people were like, oh, you should do more of that. And I was like, that's so annoying. That's so much fucking work, you know.
So,
oh no.
Yeah, because you have to do the plan, and then you have to either dress up or do something. You have to get a script. There's so many different things that actually go into it.
Absolutely.
And if you're not doing that full time, but if you're doing that full time and then YouTube full time and then streaming on top of that or whatever it is that you're doing, do you have a full time job?
I have like a half-time job, half a week. So it's crazy. I work like at a local radio station. And when I moved towns, they said like, yo, dude, you can just do a home office and everything. Just go on with the home office. We don't want to search somebody else. But what I do is like I only reply to emails. And I do like the newsletter from time to time. But I do that like for a week. Then I switch with the other person doing home office. So I would like do it twice a month for a week or 3 times a month for a week. And that's just like, what I do.
Bad.
Yeah, it's okay. It's easy. Like it's 1 hour to 2 hours a day. But like they told me, no matter how much it is, just write down like 4.5. But the thing is, I can only do like 6 shifts a month because I'm over 30 years old, and it's like a whole fucking weird thing. So in the end, it's like I get like, you know,
treat you as a senior citizen.
no, not that. It's like I started doing it when I was
basically 1,000.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. No, but the thing is, it's like pretty cool move, to be honest. Because when I started working there, I was a student still at university, and but now that I changed town and everything, I didn't find like a new place to study here yet, and I didn't know what to do and if I wanted to change or whatever. But that's not important. But the thing is that if you're like a student and you're over 30 years old, they're like, okay, you can only do 6 shifts a month because they want you to finish your studies, you know. And they always ask if you're like not studying anymore, they would just fire your ass. That's just, I think that's pretty cool, you know. I mean, people would argue that it's a dick move because you don't get the money that you need, maybe. But in the same time, it's like, dude, finish your studies. And then we can talk about a real job or whatever, you know, that's also all right. Yeah. I would have loved to work there because it's like the radio station that I listened to my whole life. But having my own like channel now on YouTube, that's way cooler for me, I got to admit. Like it feels good, you know, like even though you like, it's also like kind of sad if you think about it, you know, you're sitting there all day long, all alone, talking to yourself. Like you have no real interaction with people when you're doing YouTube videos. I think that's also a big difference to streaming. Like
it's the same when you're doing radio, right? Unless you're doing call-ins and stuff.
But who wants to do call-ins? And they just call you to scream in a microphone like, I fucking right in the pussy. And then you just hang up, you know. That's just like, what will happen?
Well, are radio stations big in Germany still?
I would say like there's like it depends.
Is it like XM radio or satellite radio, or are we talking like AM FM radio?
We have it all. Like there's like the most is AM, FM radio and digital radio. Like there's a lot of people like especially of our generation.
So it's
like
still
I think
all
that
over
you're
the place,
more or less around my age, like something with beginning of 30 or something like that, end of 20. So people of our generation
I'm almost 35, I think.
Okay, then we're like I'm 87, like year 87. I think we're more or less the same year that we were born.
Yeah,
so we're
same.
of the same generation, just so you know what I'm saying. And I think people of our generation that grew up with internet and everything, they just they are tired of like listening to commercials and the news every 30 minutes. They don't need that, they just consume what they need. So they go online, listen to the music they like. That is why like Spotify and stuff like that became big, because people are just too lazy to listen to people talk, and they don't care, If you can choose what you want to listen to, that's way better. And I think that, but there's still a lot of people like watching, like the radio station where it's like a local radio station, but it's like the regional radio station. So every region in Germany has like its own radio and TV station. So there's one for where we are, that's Saarland. Then there's one for like the west. There's one for the east. There's one for the north. There's one for Bavaria, and in the middle. And like there's like 12 or something. And then there's like the whole national station. And there's 2 of them, and they're like the parents, and we're like the children's stations. And so, yeah, but we all work together, like maybe not the radios, but especially the TV stations do like content for each other and stuff. It's very, very cool. So, yeah, and there's never commercials, like maybe sometimes, but it's completely commercial free. So there's like maybe in a whole day.
How is that even possible?
Yeah, because we pay 70 euros a month each person in Germany for radio. That is
what the fuck?
Bonkers, yeah.
Hell
I know.
No.
And if you don't do that, you go to fucking prison, man. I swear, man. They fucking put you in prison. Yeah, it's not like the US, but that's just the thing.
Fuck that shit.
Hell no. But we have healthcare, dude. If you break your leg,
$70 a month for healthcare, but fuck that radio shit. Hell no.
Like you have to have, like, the thing is, when you were like at the beginning, it was like, dude, I only have internet. I can't even listen to radio. I don't own a TV. I don't own a radio. It's for TV and radio, so you pay both. But then there's still private channels. There's still private channels, like let's say Fox or whatever. In Germany, it's RTL or stuff like that, and you still have to like watch commercials there. So it's They don't get paid. But the crazy thing is, like, if you watch the YouTube channels of those regional or national stations, they can't show you like commercials. It's like completely commercial free. There's even like a disclaimer and everything. Yeah, so that is why even if you have like a computer with internet, you still have to pay these fucking $70 a month. So that's just like, there's so many people complaining about that. But that's usually just like, people that complain about everything, that are protesting against corona regulations and stuff like that. Oh, a mask hurts my face. Yeah, man. Yeah. No matter how smart people are, there will always be idiots. Let's not talk about it, okay?
Yeah, I know. That's
oh man,
that's topic for some other place.
yeah, exactly.
Okay,
so yeah, we got sidetracked anyways.
DM you a place. Are you anywhere near that city? I just DM'd you a place. Are you anywhere near that?
Oh wait, let me see. Würzburg. I have no clue. I know the city, but I have to check where it is on the map real quick. Let me see. Where the heck is this?
It's like between Frankfurt and Nuremberg.
Oh, it's like in the middle, right? Yeah. Well, it depends, if you like, it depends how much. Like, I'm more or less like,
you're like,
let's
I'm
say
in
it's
Hamburg.
like 3. No. Like I'm like near to Köln, that's I am near to Köln, and that's like more or less.
Wait,
I would say
where?
like Köln. Wait, I will send you. How did you do that?
Where the fuck is that? I've never even heard.
Well, I'll write it down. So, Köln, there you go. That is like the city. And if you watch the cities, that's like, I would say a 3-hour ride, something like that. Let me check. Route. Oh, it's an hour, actually. Okay. Oh, well, but it's still 300 kilometers. So, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, wait. I was on foot. It's 59 hours. I'm sorry. It's a 3-hour ride. God. Yeah, like I'm like 3 hours away from that city. And yeah.
Okay. Jesus.
But I mean, it depends. You can do Germany from top to bottom in like 10 hours. So the whole freaking country. And like, if you compare it to the US.
And that's just through like a train, right? You just hop on a train.
Oh yeah, there's different ways. I wouldn't go on train. Like trains, like I despise it so much. Like I go to my hometown very often because my band is still there. Like I live here since a year now, more or less the time that I have the channel. And before I was living in Saarbrücken, and that is like, another very near to the French border, very near to Luxembourg and everything. So it's a very like Frenchy town and everything. And I still go there like once or twice a month and train. And it takes me like 5 hours every way. So I'm 10 hours in the train for like 4 hours of repetition with the band. But I fucking love my band. So I would always do it, And I told him from the beginning, if you keep me, I will do that. And
that's so that's a R&B group, right? Like Boys to Men.
Yeah, exactly. Like we put on like nice. Fuck you, man. No, man. It's like we do like metal, like let's say hard rock metal, somewhere in between. Like if you want to check that out, it's Mother. The name of the band is Mother. If you go to mother-band.com, you can find mother-band.com. So you can do like
MILFs.
I will. Yeah. We're a MILF band.
Send me the link.
So it should be. It doesn't show up as a link. I don't know why, but I sent you something here. I forgot to put in the www. I'm not used to using that anymore. What happened to www anyways?
Well, usually everything it auto links to that. Wait, are you lead singer?
Yeah. I'm the singer in the band. That's why I talk that much. I'm used to it.
Wait, I missed that part. Sorry, are you lead singer?
Yeah, I'm the lead singer in a band.
That's ridiculous. I didn't know you were lead singer. That's crazy.
I am.
Damn, I see without your shirt on.
Oh yeah. I can't do that on my channel because I'm fat now. But I'm on the stage,
dude, I feel ya.
Corona hit me hard. I stopped smoking and everything.
COVID,
it's just
COVID fucked me so hard. COVID fucked me, and I'm telling
me
you.
too. I'm pregnant now. That's how hard it fucked me. No, but it's tough. I need to do some sports.
But I was a drummer, so I was fine. I was behind a drum kit anyway.
But cared. Drumming is like very hard. Like I could never get into that. When I sit on a drum kit, I feel like a fucking monkey, Just I feel like this picture of this cat monkey that just looks at his hands. Like I have no clue what that animal is, but I feel like that. Like I have no feeling of rhythm or everything. Like that's just it's not happening for me.
Yeah, it's the same with every drummer when they first start. They don't know what they're doing for probably the first 2 years that they're playing.
Wow.
And then something just randomly happens with their brain where they're able to completely disconnect each individual limb and still keep a beat. And once that happens, they all of a sudden become a good drummer.
What is up with it? Like our drummer is insane.
It takes a really long time.
Like our drummer is insane. Like it's just crazy. Like he's like, when you see him, like he's such a gentle soul, and when he plays guitar, it's always like these very beautiful and elegant songs. Like they're crazy good, It's not like just romantic shit or something like that. It's like crazy good music, but it's like very elegant and beautiful and like maybe a little bit dramatic as well. But then he sits on the drums and he plays our music that we do, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on? Like, where were you hiding all of my life? And he's like a genius, He's just like, listened to the songs and was like, I know what you want. And he played it and I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I want. Like the band, like, it's crazy. Like, I'm the only like person left that is from the beginning of the band. Like, we started out with another guitar player and another drummer. And then when I was like, yeah, we need a logo and we need to put in some work in the band, he was like, oh, fuck that, I'm out. And the guitar player was the same. Like, at a certain point, he was like, dude, yeah, I don't want to put in too much hard work. And then I was like, okay, shit, the band will be dying now, And then I found this like crazy Colombian guy, and he came to my hometown and he was like doing his master's degree in jazz guitar. And like my producer,
and he wants to be in a rock band? Wait, are you a progressive rock band?
He grew up in a ska band in Colombia called Scampida.
Oh, that's sick.
And they were like playing in front of 10,000 people. And he's crazy good, dude. You have to check out the live video, Planet Discordia, if you can find that on our website. You have to see, he's crazy. He's crazy. When the first time, when I was afraid to ask him, because people were like, oh, yeah, he's the best guitar player in town. You have to ask him. I was like, shit. He would never say yes. And then he said yes. And I was like, fuck yeah. And then like in 2-3 days, just by listening to recordings, he learned the whole songs and he put his own spin onto them. And dude, when he plays solos, I cry, tears of joy every single time. He's like crazy good. And the bass player
he's
also.
He's doing a master's in jazz guitar. Like, that's fucking insane. That's
he has his bachelor degrees in classical guitar, his master's degree in jazz guitar. Like, that dude is insane. Like, and when he plays guitar, like, it's just complete other level.
That's just not even something normal people do. You can't do that.
He's the first in our town. Like, we have a music school that's like 100 years old. And he was the first fucking person. He came from fucking Colombia, to do his master's degree in our music school. Like, there's like people like play piano. There's a lot of violin players, like a lot of people from China. That is weird. Mm-hmm. Like, we have a lot of Chinese people coming to our music school. But he was like the first guitar master in jazz, and that's just crazy. I'm so happy to have him. Like, the whole band is like really freaking amazing. I'm so glad. And that is why I don't mind, stepping into the fucking train and going like 5 hours. But then to go full circle, and that is why I fucking hate like the train company, because last time the train was too late for 5 minutes, 5 minutes too late, and I arrived 2.5 hours later than I was planning. Do you know what they gave me? $15.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Here's $15 for coming late.
It's like,
yeah, man. It was the middle of the fucking night. Like, I should have arrived at 11 p.m. in the night, and I arrived like 2 a.m. something in the morning at home, and I was like, fuck that, man. I had to take a cab home, like, and then these 12 euros, they were like shit to me. I was like, fuck that. I would have preferred punching somebody in the fucking face instead of getting like $12, Would have been way better. Would have just been way better. So yeah, what were we talking about? Magic? Something like that? I'm sorry, man. Once I start talking, I just get in.
When was the last time you played a show after the whole lockdown and stuff? Are you guys starting to back up now?
I can't tell you the exact date. Give me just a second, because the show is actually online. Because we did like a live session, and it was live streamed and everything. It was a year ago. Okay, my microphone is muted anyways. So it was April 25, 2 years ago. So it's almost 2 years ago. But the whole show is also online, so I will send you a link. Maybe if people are interested, they can and they will hear me speak in German as well. So maybe if you want to put that link somewhere down there, you can do that if you like. If you don't, I don't mind. I will.
Yeah.
I'm not here to promote my band in any way. But yeah, it's like, I'm very happy, It's like...
I have a lot of viewers in Germany, actually, so I'll definitely throw it down there.
I speak German, but our music is in English, so yeah. Even though my English, it improved so much since I have the channel. Even though the only person I'm talking to is
singing in English and talking in English are two completely different things.
That's true, but still a pronunciation and stuff like that,
Yeah, it's crazy because I remember when I was in the Philippines, I was there for about a month. And they loved karaoke over there. We went out to do karaoke like every other night. It was crazy.
Fucking love karaoke.
There was almost every single person that I was hanging out with was amazing at it. They were so good. They still had a very, very thick Filipino accent when speaking in English, but when they were singing an English song, it was almost spot on. It was insane. I was like, how is this real? Like, for real? But it was so accurate. I was like, holy shit, these people are so talented. Like, what the hell?
But as soon as they speak, it's like, I don't know English.
And then that's just what it is, yeah.
Crazy, man, yeah. That's amazing. Oh, man, I miss karaoke as well. That's like a thing. I wish I could have gone to MTG Vegas, but it's so fucking expensive to go there from Germany. And all these amazing people were doing karaoke together.
It was 4 hours away from where I live, and I did not go.
Next year I will go there. Like this year, it's this year. So if there's going to be an MTG Vegas this year, I'm totally going to be there. And then we should meet, dude.
should go to. Well, I probably will never go to an MTG.
No,
I'll never go to an MTG tournament. If it was a convention,
it's kind of a convention,
something,
you know. People have stands, and there's like chicks doing cosplay, and maybe even some dudes doing cosplay. If you're into that more, I don't know. I don't want to judge or anything. Like, there's a lot of amazing people. And we can have some drinks. Like I don't want to go to the tournament. I really don't care about that. I'm so bad at playing Magic, you know, and then I don't want to get beaten by people that actually know what they're doing. Like,
but it was just like from the pictures I saw, and from the stuff that I heard, it wasn't. I'm trying really hard to not be mean.
Wasn't trying to.
I've been to a lot of Magic tournaments.
Yeah.
And compared to every other Magic, or compared to every other convention of any other gaming type, they are 2 to 3 times worse than every single thing. And so I can't find it. And looking at the pictures and stuff, and they're like, this is one of the biggest things ever. And I was looking at the pictures, I was like, this looks so fucking boring. What the hell is this? Like,
I think it's more about the people
what
that
is
go
this?
there.
Nothing is happening. You have people at tables playing Magic. You don't have like, but there's no like spectator aspect. There's no, hey, I want to watch my friend play against this person, and this is going to be a hype matchup. There was no like stage with audience and commentators. There was no like big there's nothing. There's literally
they cut that down.
Nothing.
They cut that
and you
down,
compare
like,
it to
hard.
any other tournament, any other convention
Of any other game, yeah.
Any other game, even if it's Hearthstone, it's something somewhat
Hearthstone
comparable.
Is so big, you know, so fucking big. Like, Hearthstone is
but
insane.
even when it first came out, when it was in beta and it was at BlizzCon, when it was just on Expedition, they had all that stuff. They had the stage, they had commentators, they had seats, and it was hype. And that doesn't exist for Magic.
No, not anymore. Like, not anymore. Like, I don't want to promote him because I think that sometimes it's just very hard to watch, but I still watch sometimes Desolator Magic, you know. When I started like getting into Magic, it was like the source of news and everything. And because I was too lazy to read the article, so I just had him read them to me. He talked about it, that when Star City Games got fucked by Wizards, like they just decided that from one moment to another, they aren't going to help him anymore to promote the tournaments and everything. I think that's when it went downhill. And now all they do is like arena tournaments, you know? I mean, in the beginning, you know, the one that...
At the very beginning of the arena tournaments, holy shit, when... That was awesome. They actually had the stage. They had people walking out on stage. They had it. They had it. They had it. And then they just gave it up.
Yeah, but I think that's also because of a little bit of the COVID situation and everything. But we will have to see how it turns out afterwards.
That was before COVID, though. That was 3 years ago.
Yeah?
COVID started 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I was in my hometown, They could have still done it. But you can still you've still been able to do it over COVID. If you have like an isolated stage, you can still put on a decent production.
That's true.
But
like they get everything together, you know, but it's just so weird. Like it's sometimes like, I don't want to be like bad mouthing Wizards or anything. I'm way too like I don't care enough, you know, to just get angry about it. No, it's just like, I just want to do my thing, you know, I just want to play the game. There's things in the game that really fucking grind my gears. Like, for example, in the last few days, it was so hard to find a match, even though like I know that people are playing, you know, and it's the same for everyone. And then you just encounter the same 2 to 3 people all over again. Like, I kid you not, I was playing against the same person 5 times in a row. Like, it always took a minute to find another player, and I played the same person 5 times in a row. And it's just so fucking weird. Like, I'm not in Mythic, you know, I'm in fucking Diamond. It's not like I'm in the highest rank. And people from Mythic have to play against people from Platinum. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, are you telling me there's 0 people playing the game? Like, that's not possible for me. Like, that's just not real, you know? But, you know, a lot of the stuff, like politics and everything, like, I get it, but it's not my
what
world.
Format are you playing that it was that hard to get a match? It's
so fucking weird. I can't tell you. Well, I play Alchemy in a moment, right? Because I was so tired of just playing against, like, Mono White and As It Turns. Like, that was all I encountered, you know? And when you're doing videos, and you want to do like an amazing, cool deck that is fun to watch and that has like some cool mechanics, but you can never get them out because either you die in turn 3 to mono white, or you never get a chance to play anything, and then you just die to like a million birds. It was no fun anymore. And when they announced like Alchemy, I was like, dude, that's the best thing that can happen to my channel. That is why I'm playing Alchemy at the moment.
Best thing to happen to Magic.
Yeah, maybe even that. Boom. I don't know. I don't want to go that far because it got stale very fast and they promised us changes and everything. Now it's been a month, and the meta is pretty clear.
They said once a month they're going to make changes, and then they're going to release cards about a month after every standard set.
Okay, so they still have 3 days to watch the meta. Okay, I can wait that long. I can wait. I can do that. Yeah, but
I'm not super concerned. I am definitely not super concerned about it, especially because the meta changed so much and it still hasn't like completely settled down.
Yeah, but for standard, it's different because there's less cards, I think.
There's less cards, yeah, for sure.
So the thing is that people freaking loved like angel decks and life gain and cleric decks from always, one of my biggest videos that I ever did was like an angel clerics deck. Okay, maybe it was also because CGB promoted it, but still people loved that, and when Alchemy hit and like clerics was possible, I think a lot of people were so happy that a lot of people are playing angels and clerics right now. Because the whole life gain mechanic and everything, it's just like something that speaks to people.
Angels were so bad for so long. Just in Angels as a mechanic. Like, I don't even remember the last time Angels was good.
Yeah, then like just as an so long ago, and like against Epiphany decks, you just didn't have a chance. If you couldn't kill them in turn 3, you were done. The game was over, And Angels take maybe 4 turns sometimes. Now they have this new Inquisitor Captain. It gets on the board and sometimes brings out like 5 creatures because you just use the Mirror Kurok, I forgot the name, the one that looks in the water, that can copy a creature when it enters the battlefield. You just use that, copy the captain, bring down a Righteous Valkyrie, bam, you're on 90 life, just slam in there with all of your angels and you win the game, That's just amazing. People love that. But then there's also dragons. You just bring down the Dragon Whelp or whatever the name is, like the, I forgot, but the 2 mana that just reduces the cost of dragons. People play that, And then you have like a turn 3 Town Raiser Tyrant that fucks your lands. And then there's the thing. They're never alone. They're never alone. There's always at least 2 to 3 fucking Town Raiser Tyrants every single fucking... I've never seen one. I've never seen
have a backup ephemerate. You gotta have a lithoform engine just in case. You gotta double that trigger.
Oh man, lithoform engine doubling up. Oh, holy shit! No, please don't. The humanity. But I still love Alchemy because I get to play so many different decks. So if I watch my content from the last few weeks, like there's no deck that is like the other. And it's just so cool to me. Like, I can do so many different things. Like, I did, like, a fucking Rakdos Burn deck, I can play Mardu. I can play, like, Curses, I can play Mono Black Mill. Like, what the heck, man? Mono Black Mill, like, that's so amazing. And that's stuff that would never work in Standard right now, all because of Oron's fucking Epiphany. I hate that card. Like, it took so much from me.
Mill? Is that took so much Cauldron?
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
What I do is like I put down like all these pest tokens. I have a Liliana or whatever, and then I just use the what's the card again that you can double for every time that you sacrifice a creature and draw a card. And then I just sacrifice all of my pest tokens, like 20 of them, Liliana triggers, and if they're not dead from that, I just mill them, and that's just fucking amazing. I love that. And yeah, that's like I love doing stupid things like that, The first commander deck I ever built was a Zedro deck. So I'm a chaotic player. And you can't do that like if you have 2 decks that are so fucking ridiculously strong, like freaking Orange Epiphany decks and mono white decks, there's no in between, There was just nothing in between. There was just the most aggressive deck and the most consistent control deck in a long fucking time. Like, not even Doom for a Toad decks were this consistent, No, and I played Doom for a Toad every single fucking day when I could. Like, it was like my shit. I love that. But, you can play Marog right now. You can play everything. You can, that's just amazing. You can play Landfall. Like, how long has it been that a Landfall deck has actually been good that just doesn't rely purely on the fucking Scoot Swarm, And that's just
Field of the Dead.
I mean, I love the Scoot Swarm. I use them as much as I can, but it's just like, there was all like, and that's why I totally understand that a lot of people, like, if you watch MTG Arena Original Deck, he only did Standard for like 2 years in a row, only Standard. But then it gets stale so fast that he's like, yeah, I do 5 or 6 decks in Standard, and then I go to Historic, because it's just way better. It's just way better. And I totally get that, but I'm so shit at Historic that I just can't.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would rather watch Standard just because that's what they can afford.
True.
At least at least in my experience, in general. Most people like Standard because that's what they play. A lot of people don't play Historic because it's really expensive. The barrier to entry in Historic is so obscene.
Imagine what they planned at the beginning.
It's just difficult.
Like, Historic wildcards are double the price. What the fuck? Whoever thought it was a good
ridiculous. Idea. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know why anybody thought that was a good idea.
Thank God they didn't do it, like, seriously.
Yeah. As long as they didn't go through with it. That was the good part. One of the few times where the community came together, went up in arms, and WotC was like, "Oh yeah, okay."
Yeah, maybe we can't go that far.
Yeah.
But maybe, conspiracy theorists talking here. Maybe they was like, let's pretend like we're doing that, and then we actually give them nothing, but they will still feel like we gave them something, and then we can do other shit that they have to like, yeah, but at least they didn't do that, and then they're like happy with it. Like, could be.
It's definitely possible. The thing is I'm gonna go real doomer pill right now. I don't think their marketing team is smart enough to do that. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think as well.
I just don't think. I know that it's fine. The WotC already hates me, so it's okay. You don't have to say anything.
I don't know what they think about me. Like, I have a very hard time to get it. Like, I would like to work with them. Like, I would love to have like a preview card or like get this fucking Christmas card or anything. And I feel like I deserve it. Let's like the diva in me. Like, right for a second talk here. I work every fucking day for this company, and they don't give me shit, Like, I don't want to know how many people like spent money because they wanted to build the decks that I like presented them. And if you just think about the giveaways, I like gave away like, and I don't want to exaggerate, but it's at least like $500 in giveaway, And that's all money that goes to Wizards, and they don't give me shit for it. Like, I promote their game every single day. But the problem was that I don't do content in German, so the only person that I know from Wizards is like from Germany, and they were like, yeah, I can't do anything, I can't help you out. Talk to the US dude, and he never replied to me, and we'll see how that works in the future, but I have a feeling that maybe once the UK guy comes back, maybe I can do something there. But I feel like I deserve it,
I hear the UK guy doesn't give as much to the UK people as the US guy gives to the US people, because the UK people that I've talked to that like get things, they get a lot less than the US people, which is weird to me. And I don't know if that's because they just get less.
I think
like
that's
get less
it,
to give out, or if it's I don't know exactly what it is.
But I think that the promotional team is very different. Like, Solaris, right? He's like, you have him on your list sometimes. You rated his channel and everything. Like, I fucking love this guy. Like, he's so hardworking.
Yeah, he's so funny.
And he's good. Like, he's a genuinely fucking good player as well. So that's pretty amazing. But when I see what he gets from Wizards, like these little promotional boxes, and what other like US streamers that are like half of his size get, I'm like, what the fuck, man? They get like a wooden box, with inlays and like a golden lettering.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? And he gets like, here's a little package of $50 of cards, Fuck you, be happy about it.
Yeah, it's so weird because I'm the same way. I see streamers or content creators that, have. I'm honestly not trying to shit talk anybody, and
no. It's not naming people. We're just talking about.
I'm not gonna name anybody, but nor am I jealous of it because I honestly don't care. But some people, they have 10 to 15 average viewers, and they're getting these, big boxes and stuff.
What the fuck?
And they stream, 2, 3, maybe 4 times a week. They don't do YouTube at all. And I'm like, I don't know if this is a person that you should be like pushing
Supporting,
out and being like, hey, you know, we appreciate all the work that you do, so here's something in return.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, it's nice that you're giving people stuff. I'm super grateful that you're giving people stuff. I think it's really cool. I just don't know if you're prioritizing the proper people. And I'm not saying I'm that person, because I don't feel like I'm a good ambassador. If you're trying to say, hey, we're a children's card game, I'm not that person. I don't identify as a Magic player because I don't want to be a Magic player. I want to be an entertainer, and that's pretty much it. Because if I switch games or something and I can still retain like the majority of my viewership, that's a win in my book. Because
absolutely,
that's more what I would like. So I've already quit Magic probably 3 or 4 times in my life, and so I can't guarantee that I'm not going to quit again. But I really like streaming, and I really like content creation as a whole, like YouTube stuff. I like all this a lot, but I think I like doing content creation and all this stuff more than Magic. But I do like Magic.
Totally fair, yeah.
It's
like,
so
I only been
say.
playing like 4 years now. Like I didn't even get the time to quit, you know. I started.
I've been playing on and off since like '97 or something. I've been playing on and off for a long time.
Crazy,
mostly off. Mostly off.
I started playing at the end of Dominaria. Like that's what I always tell people. Like when Guilds of Ravnica came out, that's when I started playing. You know, like Runaway Steamkin. That is when I started playing. That's when I started.
Yeah, that's like
Magic.
right when it went into closed beta.
Yeah, exactly.
When it went to open beta. I
was in the open beta in the last week. Like I played 3 days of open beta, and then it's when when they released the game. You know? Oh no, wait, closed beta. I'm sorry. 3 days in the closed beta. I was just long enough in there to get the Fibblebipped avatar. It was just long enough for that, and to get a free Hero of Dominaria art style. But I totally get that, man. But I don't know what it is with me and Magic. Like I played a lot of games in my life. But it's like since Arena came out, I think that I played almost, if I wasn't in vacation or everything or something like that, I think I played every day, at least like 2 or 3 games of Arena. It's the first time in my life that I do something this consistently after eating and, you know, obviously pooping and stuff. But like, yeah, it's like, and I kind of love it, you know, I love the community. I love how many different people there are. Of course, there's also people that I fucking despise, like, you know, if you come to my channel and you tell me, stop playing Alchemy, I hate it. Well, fuck you. I don't care what you hate. Like, cut me some slack. Let me have some fun, you know? And I think that's like, there's always like toxic people in every community. Like, if you're ever on Facebook, like I left the Facebook groups, like I still am in them, but I never fucking read them because people are just like fucking dickheads. Like everyone is such an elitist and everything. But there's genuinely cool people.
Facebook
like,
in so long.
Huh?
It's been so long since I've been to Facebook.
Oh man,
it's been like a year, I think, since I've actually logged into Facebook. It's been so long. I was in a couple Magic groups, and they just seemed so boring.
Yeah, so elitist. Like if somebody has a question, they get treated like fucking shit. Like what the heck, man? They don't understand the game.
How do you not know this?
Like they're fucking retarded. Like the only reason I'm still on Facebook is like I communicate with my band over the messenger, and it's like easy and stuff like that. And my mom still posts pictures, and you know, to watch my racist uncle. Like I genuinely have a racist uncle that is so amazing to me, and but it's just like so weird. But I kind of love the game, you know, and I would love to like be part of like this people promoting the game because it's like kind of becoming my job, and I fucking love it, you know. I freaking love playing Magic. I do it every day. Like I put a lot of work in the videos as well. Like if a video is like an hour long, like you can be sure that it's like had been at least 3 hours of recording. Like I change the deck from the moment that I start playing the deck to the moment I finish. Like the deck will change at least 5 times, you know, because I just start with the deck, I start recording, maybe it works out well, maybe it doesn't. Sometimes I trash the deck completely, and I've been recording for 2 hours already. There's been times where I recorded for 8 hours a day, like because just nothing would work, you know, nothing would work, whatever I would do. And so it's, for me, it's like the best job I ever had, and I would say that it's okay paying, you know, with my patrons and everything. I would say that it's around 2,000 euro that I make now a month, and that's like the most I've ever gained in my fucking life, like ever, you know. And I'm so grateful for that. And if I could be like a promoter for Magic, like an ambassador or whatever, you know, I would fucking love that. That would mean the world to me. And yeah, that's why I really hope that Wizards reaches out. But to get back to the point, what you said before, you don't get why some people do have like the privilege to get all that. I think the thing is that they started with this content creator program like 2 years or something like that. Like
it was about 3 years ago, but they stopped that, and almost
they
everyone,
stopped
if
that?
you were using Stream Elements, you could just get into it if you got approved for it. There were so many people.
Exactly. Like my good friend Titan Smash, okay? I don't know if you know him, but he's like amazing. He did content and he stopped now because of work. He gets married and everything, so he's on a hiatus, okay? And but he was still on their list, you know? He still got everything that all the other people got, and it's not like I'm super fucking happy for him, you know? It's amazing that he still got his promotional cards. He was still offered one. You know, that's just, do you still want to do like a preview card and everything? Like they still ask him, you know, because he's just still on the list. Once you're on the list, they just don't make a new list, you know? They just don't refresh. They never push the F5 button.
Well, I'm on the list.
Awesome.
I was part of that program, but I've never been contacted for any of that stuff.
Oh, that's sad, man.
I've never gotten anything. I've never gotten anything.
They miss out on something, man. Like I fucking love what you do. I love your personality, and you bring so much like. You're so original, you know, and that's just like amazing. Like there's nobody that does what you do, but they don't see that, you know. That. They only see that person streaming, how many followers are on Twitch, how many followers are on Twitter, you know. Come on, man. If you would measure me just by my followers on Twitter and my followers on YouTube, like what the heck, man? Like that's like two worlds, you know. Like I have like 5% of my viewers are on Twitter, you know, and that's like, come on, man.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even think I don't even really have anything on like 674 followers on. I have like nobody on my Twitter.
Like 400 or something like that. It's not like I care, you know? Like I started using Twitter really like 5 months ago or something. Like when I started doing the channel. Like when I started doing the channel, I put sometimes something on Twitter, but like afterwards I realized that it's a good way to get in contact with people, you know, like we got in contact, like you threw out that request. That is amazing, you know. I got to get in contact with some people that I would never think that I would have been able before, but I don't care about like putting out the most amazing tweet and like being, you know, famous on Twitter. I really don't care. All I want to be is YouTube famous. Give me that sweet YouTube fame.
I know, right? Well, the whole MTG community is on Twitter. That's the only reason I'm actually doing a bunch of stuff on Twitter. Otherwise, I really wouldn't be on Twitter because that is just a cesspool of trash. And I mean,
it's just it's sometimes really disgusting what is on there. But sometimes it's pretty cool, you know. I would have never known about, for example, Veggie Wagon, like an amazing freaking person, like so cool what he does, and it's so fucking funny. And it's like
Veggie's sweet. Love Veggie.
Or Charger James, like the one James, you know, that like I played Commander with them, and I was so happy, you know, that stuff like that would have never happened if I would just have stayed on my channel on YouTube, hoping that people would find me. That just doesn't happen. You always have to reach out, you know. And that's what I think Twitter is pretty good for.
Yeah.
Well, have we really been talking for an hour? Wow. Just realized.
I know. I just realized too.
Oh man, time flies. Like I said, since COVID hit, time fucking flies so fast.
It's out of control. I don't even know what's happening.
But it's so rare for me, you know, to be able to speak about these things.
I have no idea how much time you have. I know it's like 1 a.m. over there now.
Yeah, it's 1 a.m.
Are you dead? Or are you still? Are you still good to talk more? I don't know what's going on.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
I said, are you still good to talk more? Or are you done?
No, we're good. I was just surprised, you know, that it's already an hour. That is all.
I know.
Like we can talk a little bit more. We don't have to hang up, honey. It's all good.
Oh no,
but you know, it's for me so rare that I get to talk about these things because, like, I am in this new town and there's not many people that I know. Like we have like a board game group now with like 4 to 5 other people because I'm a big board game geek. Like I fucking love playing board games, and my girlfriend as well, so I'm very happy about that. Like she's more a board game geek than I am, you know. She's like always like, oh, I found this new game. And then we're like playing a historical like British family game where you are like having your estate and you have your servants and you have to impress like the royalty and everything. And I was like, what the fuck is this theme? But then you play the game and it's like fucking amazing. Like seriously fucking amazing.
And then some of them take like 6 hours out of nowhere. Like, why does this game exist?
Like, seriously. Sometimes I wonder who writes these games, but then they're so good. Like they're so complicated. I fucking
so
love
many
complicated games. Like
yeah,
Terraforming Mars, I don't know if you ever heard about it. Like that's one of the best board games ever made. And that's what got me into the whole board gaming.
What game is it?
Terraforming Mars.
What, like the manga?
No, it's like you have to just like terraform Mars. Yeah, like you're a company and you play like you're like a company that is more like into I don't know, like working in the environment. There's companies that are more like into making money. There's companies that are more like into mining, and then you just have to make Mars habitable. Like you have to. There's not people running around, but you build cities, you build greeneries, and the other stuff that you do is just doing projects and everything. And you have to have like a certain amount of oceans. You have to have like a certain amount of oxygen and a certain amount of heat in the air. And then once Mars is habitable, the game is over. You count your points, and the best player wins. And it sounds simple, but trust me, it's so fucking amazing. Like there's so many things you can do, and you have to count your money, and it's like, it's like a Euro game at its finest, you know? Like very, very amazing.
Yeah, I like a lot of board games. I used to go to my friend's place because he was super into board games. So I used to go to his place every once in a while and just play whatever board game they decided to play that weekend.
What was your favorite one?
And it was fun. Like, I couldn't even tell you. I played them like just randomly every weekend.
Amazing, yeah.
This was like a couple years ago, but there was so many. We would play like 2 or 3 in the same day. Just like play one game and then go to the next one, and then play one game and go to the next one. So there was just so many. I'm just like, I don't even know which one this is, but this is a good one.
Dude, but
I didn't own any of the games, so I only played them all maybe once, and I probably played like 50 or 60 of them. So
okay, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Just so disenfranchised from which ones are which.
Yeah, I totally get that.
A lot of them, if I've seen it, like if I look at the game or look at the board, so if someone's like, "Have you played this?" I'm like, I have to look it up real quick to see.
Yeah, I get that, yeah. But you know, it's like there's so many different ones, and like I'm like there's like I don't know if it's a global thing, but there's like in Germany at least we have like these different levels of game. Like there's a game for lovers, there's game for experts, you know, and like I'm more into these expert games because they're just like a little bit more complicated. You take at least 30 minutes to learn the game, and then if a game takes 30 minutes to learn, I'm in, you know? And my girlfriend now gave me for Christmas Millennium Blades. It's a trading card simulation game. It's so fucking good. Like it's so fucking crazy what people come up with. Like it's a guy that played Magic all of his life, and it's like you buy packs, but you only get the rare. The bulk is just not important. So you buy a pack, you turn it around, and then it's your card. And then you have to build your deck, you have to build your collection, you go to tournaments, and it's like so fucking crazy. Like seriously, the themes that people come up with for games, it's just like amazing to me. It's so cool, like seriously. Or Feast for Odin, dude. The possibilities
that one's good.
I
do remember that one.
Yeah, like that's also German dude that made it. Like it's so good, you know. And we played it on New Year's, like in night to New Year's, and it took us like 6 hours to play, and it was so good.
Yeah, that was the one I was talking about earlier. I was like, yeah, and some of these games take like 6 hours.
Yeah,
that's the exact one I was talking about.
And I love a game where there's no like one way to beat it, you know. Like if there's like so many ways to beat it, and you always have to find a new mechanic how to do it. That's what I love about it. And that's also what I love about doing my channel, you know, that every day I play a fucking new deck, you know, and that's, if I would have to play the same deck over and over again, dude, I would have quit Magic a long time ago, I think.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't understand how people play the same deck for like
me neither.
2 or 3 months for like an entire standard.
Season. Yeah.
Like, yeah, for an entire standard season, not even for like the 1 month season. But like the entire set until the next set comes out. I'm like, how?
For 2 to 3 months.
How do you even do this? How is that possible? Know. I would get so bored so quickly.
Psychopaths.
I would go absolutely crazy.
Yeah, me too.
But then again, those people are the professionals, not me, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I think to be professional, you have to have like a very different mindset. But the thing is, like,
Also true.
even if you're like a professional sports player or whatever, like you still evolve every single game, Just imagine like you would have used the same tactics every fucking single game. People will just learn them and just fucking beat you, And that's what I don't get.
Yeah.
Like, how can you play the same deck over and over again? Like, that's so numbing,
They tweak the sideboard. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. You usually just tweak the sideboard to adjust to what the meta has changed to.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's pretty much all they do. Usually maybe 3 or 4 cards main deck, max. But then for the most part, it's just they mess around with the sideboard and keep the main deck the same.
Absolutely.
Which is still, I don't know, snooze fest. I'm good. I'd rather do different decks every day.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. Like, I couldn't do the same decks over and over again. And that's why I always, like, never show, like, known decks on my channel, because it would bore the fuck out of me. Like, there's, I think, 2 decks I played in the whole, like, I will do my 400 deck tomorrow. And I think that the 2 decks that I did was, like, the mono green list that was in the championship now, in the last one. Like, that was played by the, who was it again? By a German player?
Probably.
I think there was a German player that played the mono green list, and I was like, okay, that's a cool angle, it's a German player, I'm from Germany, I want to play something a little bit known, like, I didn't have any idea what to play, and I would just want to present the list, and then it worked out. And the other one was like, there was in the World Championship that one Japanese player that did a Azorius Tempo list. And I adjusted it a little bit to mono to best of one, but in the end, those were the only 2 decks that were well known that I ever played on my channel. For the rest, I always used my decks or decks by maybe a friend. Like, there was a standard Storm kind of list that a friend of mine made, and he was like, "Dude, try this deck," and I was like, "Okay, can I present on my channel as well?" Yeah, I can go ahead, and then I did it, and it was amazing. Like, but
Nice.
for the rest, I just tried to play a different deck every single day. Like, otherwise I would get so bored. And even if it's only like
if
some
I were to
cards.
if I were to play a meta deck on my channel, it would just be like watching a professional playing a meta deck.
Yeah.
Except way worse.
Yeah.
If you want to watch somebody play this deck correctly,
Yellowhead is streaming. Go over there.
Yeah, just go to their channel. I'm not going to do the deck justice. I may be somewhat entertaining, but my entertainment value is not going to make up for how shittily I will play this deck.
Oh man,
it's not.
But making mistakes is always good for entertainment, like for engagement, especially.
Be, yeah.
Dude, you misplayed. Oh, that's right. Thanks. More comments. Feed me your comments.
No, I didn't.
Feed the algorithm.
Yeah, my new thing is just I don't want to talk about it. If I mess something up, I'm like, oh my fucking god, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Just keep going. I don't want to talk about it.
But it's also like it makes you reliable. Like, is that a word? Like when people like see you and they're like, oh, he's just a normal guy like me. He fucks up. That's it's like.
Yes,
that's good for people, that you're not that high horse person, that's always good.
Yeah. I like to tell people that I'm just slightly better than the average Magic player, but that's because I've just been playing so long.
I always tell people
I'd say I'm an exceptional brewer, but a slightly better than average Magic player, and that's it. So you set that expectation. And that's what you're gonna get. That's all you're gonna get.
And then when a good play happens, they're like, "Oh, damn, that was genius!" And in the end, it was just like an average game. But for you, it seemed genius because people think that you're a dumbass. So that's always good, It's like always. That's what I always do. Like my father always told me, "Dude, you're acting dumb, so you don't have to go to war." And I said, "That's a pretty smart thing to do, actually." Like if people have like low expectations of you, and then you just surprise them, that's the thing to do,
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if you look like a complete douche and like a bum and then just go up there and you sing like an angel, people will be more impressed as if you look like what you're doing. That's just like, that's what I mean. Like lower their expectations and then do it better than anybody else. That is what you should do.
Yeah. Focus on your craft more than anything else.
Exactly.
Like, set your priorities. It's really all you got to do.
Yeah, exactly. So, what are your plans for the new year? What does have the mayor of Sodium City in store for us? Like, I'm very interested in that.
The this podcast thing, I think, is maybe here to stay. I think it kind of started off as just I was trying to get a little bit more people involved in the weekly news channel. So I was gonna be like, hey, what's going on this week? Something happens with a particular content creator, I'd bring them on. I'd have them do some type of meme or joke or something. I would just have them come on and do something quick. But I would end up talking to these people, and then it kind of got to the point where I was like, I actually kind of want to get to know these people, actually have a conversation with these people. And so I started doing that, but I realized that some people do, but if I'm doing a news show and I'm like, hey, here's 5 topics of things that happened this week. And then I'm like, topic 1 lasts a minute. Topic 2 lasts a minute. Topic 3 lasts an hour. And then topic 4 is a minute. Nobody's going to really want to watch that. And it just seems weird.
Like, can you imagine the time codes on YouTube for that? That must be looking so ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. So I was just like, we'll just do a bonus video. And so I was like, well, I'm probably not going to be able to get people every single week. So, I'll just do a bonus video whenever I have it. And that's it. And it just so happens that we've had one like every week after we decided to do that. So I'm like, I mean, maybe I'll just keep doing this. I don't know. It just kind of evolved into that.
Like, I really enjoy this, I think having somebody to talk to that like is on your like side of the fence, it's always good, we don't have too many conversations because we are all closed up in our bubble at home and doing our stuff and doing our content and everything. And we talk more to our community than we talk to like our people, you know what I mean? And so I think it's very good to just get two people that do the same thing talking to each other. It's very important for both of them, and I think it's also very interesting for the people listening because they never see behind the scenes, And I think
that's true.
Like that's a conversation like we had for the last hour now is like the most you can get behind the scene of a person that is possible. So I will listen to the podcast in the future, just so you know. So I think it's very interesting, and I'm very like glad to be here, to be a top 10 first. It's going to until the 11th person comes, I will be top 10. Then I will like gradually go down a step every single time. But that's all right to me.
Yeah. I mean, eventually, I would like to get to the point where I could have multiple people on, because since you brought up, like that you talked with Titan Smash, and I actually don't know what other. Have you talked with a lot of YouTubers? Like,
no, actually not. Like, that is the crazy part. Like, Titan Smash, we did videos together. Like, when What's VXI was still doing stuff, we were talking for an hour or something like that. Then was a German friend of mine. We talked a little bit, but he did content from time to time, Lit Kakashi. It was pretty cool. Like, what he did was always pretty good, but he was not like into it that much, and he was like, I get bored real fast. And the other person is like another German content creator that does more like financial stuff, but we were talking for an hour. But then I realized like I have nobody to talk to about this, and it's so fucking weird because I can't talk to my girlfriend, but then it's like when she tells me about her like doctorate stuff that she's doing in the university and stuff, like I can listen to it, like, and I can get what she wants me to hear, but I can't really give like input, I can't really like be a mirror in that conversation. All I can be is like a hole that you fill with words. And that is like, it's good sometimes, to talk into a hole, but sometimes you wish that it talks back to you. And like, there's not.
So what I've learned a lot of times is you just ask them to elaborate on specific points. Depending on, obviously, you have to read the situation, but if they're talking about something that you don't really understand at all, sometimes you're just like, it depends on the situation, but a lot.
No, I totally get that. Like,
what is
it's not the problem is not that I don't understand what she's talking about, but I cannot give her anything back about it. Like,
that's true. There's no like back and forth. It's just it's more of a lecture almost.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it's okay. It's important, you know. Sometimes you just need to talk about stuff and maybe you realize it for yourself. But just like talking to someone that does the same thing as you do, like that is why there's like, you know, like meetings and stuff like in big firms, like why all like scientists meet each other once a year on a big convention and stuff like that. And then I think that is
Yeah, it
something
helps
that
for
I
sure.
miss actually a little bit. I would like to be more in contact with people, just like, you know, have a chance to, how was your week going? Do you have any plans? What are you going to do for your content? Stuff like that. I think that's very important. And because I don't know shit, you know, all I did was like starting doing this, and it was like all intuitively. Like I watched big YouTubers, like as I said before, CGB, Mono Black Magic, MTG Arena Original Decks, like my biggest influences. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I want my channel to at least look as good as theirs, sound as good as theirs. But then what, you know? And then from there on out, I just did what I did, and it catched on. Like I'm now doing it like for way too long already, without
Yeah.
very.
Hey, that's good stuff though. Yeah, but how cool would it be if it was like if we did another one of these, but it was like you, Titan Smash, I don't know, whoever, CGB, Hello Good Game, like just
Yeah,
a bunch of different people, and we just like hung out and talked for an hour or whatever.
like a real podcast, like with more than two people that like, not like this is not a real
Exactly.
podcast, don't get me wrong, but like if there's 3 to 4 people, it's just
But
like
like a
even more
group of
input, you know,
people. Yeah.
like
But
maybe
like
having themes and stuff.
completely off stream, so we don't have to worry about like those type of viewers, don't have to worry about answering questions or
Exactly, yeah.
whatever. We're just like talking and like having a good time, that type of
Giving
stuff.
people the opportunity
Yeah.
to listen in if they want to, you know, but the more important part is like our conversation to ourselves, and if people
Yeah.
enjoy it, even better, you know. Yeah, but like
So
I always
that's
think about
something that
how.
I'll probably want to do later on. That's a goal that I'll probably work for early this year, but I know that I have my merch coming out sometime this month, hopefully by the 16th,
Nice.
but it may not
Yeah, I
happen
saw that.
until the end of this month. But the
You were looking
website will
for
be there.
models on Twitter, and it was like, damn. If we were living in
Yeah.
the US, maybe I would have. But I thought, you know, sending it to Germany and everything, that's maybe a little far, you know. It costs like, I don't know,
Well,
25
the
bucks or something like that.
the printing and shipping places are all around the world. So I
Yeah,
have
that's cool. But I meant for
I
the
have a
promotional
place.
material, you know, when you were looking for models in all sizes and all sexes, I was like, damn, I would love to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
But I think it would be too
Well, like,
expensive, you know.
well, I would have to essentially what happens is that I have to order it from the factory and then they would ship it to you. And I have a factory in
Oh,
the UK.
okay.
Because I had one
Okay.
sent out to Dean, who's in the UK.
Okay,
And
cool.
that
Cool.
was still pretty cheap. The biggest problem I have right now is with Canada. Canada's
Okay, yeah.
ridiculous. I don't know. It's something with their customs or something, but they're like, you know, anything coming from the US, we're just going to hold it for an extra 15 years. I'm like, what is going on here?
And they just want to make you feel bad about everything. Like, we're superior. We speak French, I.
I know. I'm like, what's going on? Come on. But yeah, none of it doesn't matter. I don't really care about any of that stuff. It's really just I'm trying to get everyone involved, and especially for
cool,
the
man.
website and the merch, it's more anybody who's modeling for the website. I'm trying to get like a different shape, size, sex, gender, everything. I'm trying to get it all for each piece of merch so that when you go to the site and you're looking at a merch at your size, you know exactly what it looks like on your body type.
Yeah, that's cool. That's pretty cool.
That's
That's
because
important to
there's
people.
not a lot of people that do that, and I think that that's pretty
Absolutely.
important because it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I really like this shirt, but I don't know if it's going to look good on me. But then you see it on the website and you're like, all right, that looks good, or it doesn't really look that great, and so you go somewhere else, you know.
Oh, we'll be looking amazing,
But
I'm pretty sure. Like, people have been asking me for merch, but you know, that's like another chore that I would have to do. I'm so fucking lazy most of the
it's
time.
a
man.
lot of work
Oh,
if
man.
you want to get it done right, because there's a lot of people. I'm gonna throw super shade, but there's so many people out there. This is just gamer merch in general. People just put their logo on a shirt and they're like, I have merch, yeah. I'm like, dude, that's not merch. That's lazy, conceited bullshit. You just want
Yeah.
people to advertise for you. That's fucking lame. Come
Absolutely.
on.
Like there's one Malone
give
shirt
people
out
some
there.
value. Give people value.
And that is because, like, a girlfriend of a viewer of mine was like, dude, he's watching you all the time. Is there merch? I was like, no, sadly, there's not yet. I'm promising people that since 2 months now. Maybe I should have done it before Christmas or whatever, you know? And she was like, oh, can I do my own t-shirt? And I was like, yeah, here. And I sent her, like, a picture and everything. And it was cool. So, yeah, there's actually one shirt and one playmat. Like, the first ever giveaway I did for 1,000 viewers was a fucking playmat. And I sent it to the UK, I think, in the end. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. Like, there's one Malone playmat and one Malone t-shirt, and that's it.
Do you have a picture of the t-shirt? Is it just your logo on it? Is it one of those?
No, actually, I check it out real quick. I think it's she sent me like a picture on Twitter. Like there was like so where is it? No, that's not the one. That is the one. Yep. No, it's like I have like the end screen when I will just send it to you real quick. So I hope this works. No, it doesn't. Okay, I have to download it. Sorry, it just takes a second.
Jesus, hurry up.
What? Oh man, what a hassle this is to like JPEG large. What the fuck is this? Fuck that, I'm doing a screenshot. Okay, so there you go. Just a second. It just takes like 10 minutes, okay? I'm old, leave me alone. So, where is it?
No worries, don't worry about it.
Okay, here it is. I sent it, it worked. So that's the shirt, like, you know, and that's also like the picture that I had on the playmat. But
wait, where did you send it?
Scoop, I got this pretty freaking sweet playmat, because that's always
Wait, where did you send it? Did you send it on Twitter?
Oh, no, I sent it on Discord.
Did you?
Well, I think I did. Oh,
did you
maybe
send
I didn't.
It to me?
No, I didn't. It looked like I did, but I didn't, okay? Leave Britney alone. I'm doing my best here. It's like 1 a.m. in the fucking morning. What do you expect from me?
You can't say that. I say that.
Oh, man.
And they scoop. Wait, okay, so how do you say and they scoop?
I just like
that's what the shirt says.
Scream it into the microphone. I'm like, and they scoop, something like that, you know. And I'm always like very excited when I win because I fucking love winning. So that is why
clearly.
And I sent her the picture, you know, and she was like, "Oh, that's so cool." And I was like, "Yeah, but let's put on a catchphrase of mine, you know." And there's like 2 things that I always say. It's like, "Get out of here," and they scoop. Like that's the 2 things I say so much on my channel. Like that people actually are asking me to do like merch with that. And that I think that's going to be the thing that I will be doing. I don't know how and everything. Like my brother, he's a tattoo artist and he did like my tattoos and everything. I want to ask him, but he's like, oh, I don't know. I'm too lazy. He's even more lazy than I am, you know, and that's like not a good thing. Not a good thing. But yeah, I think that like this year there will be Malone merch. Like that is like actually happening.
Nice.
Like that is a thing that I absolutely want to do this year. Like that is one of my goals. Cool. Having like merch and then be able to ship it all around the world. Like I have to find like a way. Maybe I will write you about it. Like when I'm finalizing stuff, maybe you can help me out there. That would be pretty amazing.
Yeah. I would be more than any way that I can help. I'm more than happy to.
Thanks, man. Same. Like I was so excited.
I do what I can in pretty much everybody's channel. For the most part, I only help Twitch streamers because that's the only community I feel like I'm useful, like super useful in. I don't have a big enough community in YouTube anymore. 'Cause I think my channel is kind of stunted. I don't know if this is actually accurate, so take this with a giant rock of salt. Okay. But I think my channel is a little bit I don't know, it's weird. My channel started off as a League of Legends channel back in like 2012, 2013. I was doing daily videos there when I was doing casting for League of Legends because nobody was doing it at the time. Nice. Yeah, so I was doing that, and I got up to like 7,000-8,000 subs or something at that time. But when I started doing Magic content a couple years ago, my subs dropped down obviously dramatically once I started doing daily videos again because it wasn't League of Legends stuff.
Yeah, okay.
It was just completely different. So I don't know if I got like hamstring because of that or anything. I'm just not exactly sure, but I feel like it might have possibly stunted growth, but it could just be because I swear a lot. It could be because my content sucks, or it could be a combination of all three. I don't really know, but regardless,
I think that it's very hard for historic, you know, like stuff like that.
Yeah. I think that's a lot of it. I feel like I'm the biggest historic exclusive best of one content creator on Twitch, at least, and I'm pretty small on Twitch.
Crazy, man.
So that's kind of sad.
That is, yeah, but it's so crazy. But it's, as you said, like, casual players can't really get into historic, you know. It's just, and there's a lot of casual players. We'll be hitting the 10,000 soon, and if people want to jump over to my channel and help me out there, that would be fucking amazing. Because I will be doing like an enormous giveaway then. And my goal for this year is to go to 20,000. So if I can do that, that just like would be fucking amazing. Like, yeah.
You want 20K this year?
Oh, 20K end of the year, baby. That would be like my fucking dream, you know?
Let's fucking go. All right, everyone go. Go. Yeah, Sodium City, raid. We're taking over Germany, everybody.
That would be nice. Come over here. We have way too little salt in our food. Like, I'm just kidding.
True. Season your food. Jesus. Season it.
It's schnitzel, man. What do you want more?
All right. Go ahead and tell people where they can find you first.
Oh, well, yeah. You can find me on YouTube on MTG Malone. Like, you can find me on Twitter on MTG Malone. Like, Twitch, where I never am, but once a month when I'm doing the giveaways. But I will start streaming more. Like, I just have to figure out the time when I want to do the streaming. And then I will be doing streaming like 3 to 4 times a week. I think that would be pretty cool. And yeah, but I'm on YouTube every single day. Like, tomorrow will be like the 400th video that I do. I took a break for 2 weeks to go on a holiday with my girlfriend once. But since then, I think that I never took a day off. So yeah, if you want daily content, if you're into that kind of stuff, if you want like a fresh new deck every single day, you can totally find me on YouTube. Just MTG Malone. Just watch out for all the post Malone content. That's not me. I had the name before he was famous for playing Magic. Like, it's like a Batman name. Yeah.
You're like, damn it. Why? Yeah, Why did this happen?
Yeah, man. Like, I did the channel for like 4 months, you know, and then there was like this whole post Malone Magic hype, and I was like, shit. People
did
would
that
never
help?
find
You think
my
maybe?
Sorry.
Do you think that helped? People are looking for Post Malone, and then they saw your channel, and they're like, all right, this is good enough.
One person where I know of, like, one person wrote in the comments, I thought it was a Post Malone channel, but I really like it. I'm subscribed now. And I was like, dude.
That had to have happened more than once. Be like, this is good enough.
One person is enough. If it brought me one person, that brings joy, you know.
That is true.
I love what I'm doing.
That is true. Yeah.
And I think I'm very unique at what I do, and I think that a lot of people love the way I present things, and I try to be more entertaining. Like you said, you know, entertainer first, Magic player second. Of course, you like still have to be good in your craft to like be entertaining and everything.
True.
If you're like a shit player, like that's just not like very entertaining. Like people would just get
very
mad
true.
And scream at the screen. Like,
people get so frustrated. They're like, why?
Yeah. But just
luckily,
be prepared.
I'm not that bad.
I'm very loud. I'm very loud, and I talk fucking lot. So a lot of people are like, the most negative comments that I get are like, I had to watch this on mute. You know, you don't have to talk all the time. And yeah, that's like the 2 things that people like to complain about. And of course, alchemy. Like, people fucking hate alchemy. Like, that is also a thing. But yeah.
Yeah, I just tell people to watch me on either 1.5 or 2 times speed. I'm like, yeah, just watch on that. You're
good. Just don't skip the commercials, you know, then we're good.
Yeah, I'm just like, whatever. Yeah, easiest thing to do.
Yeah. Man, but thank you so very much.
All your links will be in the description below, and then I'll put a little card that pops out that'll have it on you. Amazing. As well.
But I was so excited to get in contact with you, like, to be finally able to talk to somebody that I watch your, like, especially your gameplay videos for a long time, and I start to watch like the Salt videos regularly. It was like, damn, I wish I could make it on that list, but it looked like it was more like Twitch, you know. But as you said, if people would learn how to make like clips on YouTube, that would be Very nice.
Yeah, YouTube viewers, learn how to clip. There's a little clip button down. I think you can only do it on partnered streams though. So like if you're watching this on the current YouTube channel, I don't think you'll be able to clip
actually,
anything on it.
I think I did a clip once. I don't know if it still works, but I did a clip for my content once, and it was like easy peasy.
Yeah, on yours it should work, but on my channel I don't think it will. So I can't really show them how to do it or tell them how to do it because I don't have 1,000.
If I can do it on any channel, like I think you have to like push a button somewhere in the like when you upload the video, you know, you have to tell them that you if I go on any other channel I can't do it. Maybe that's the reason why. So I will be like this. I would be like this fucking douchebag that clips his own videos and sends them and like, hey dude, you can.
No, so I need it. Well, because there's a lot of people that submit their own clips. It helps because when I'm looking for clips, honestly, here, let me show you what I have to do. Here, I go to this. I go to this here, that.
Oh.
Every single week. So it shows all the Twitch clips over the last 7 days.
Oh man!
And I go through every single one of those clips. So it's roughly 1,000 to 1,200 clips every week, and each clip is anywhere between 10 and 60 seconds.
Oh man, yeah, I see the list here. There's Solaris. I know that guy.
It takes me a while. Let me just put it there. It takes me a while.
Looks fucking tedious, man.
When people are giving me clips, I greatly appreciate it because sometimes if I'm looking for clips and I'm like, there is nothing good at all, then I have to like scrape the bottom of the barrel to try to find something. I'm like, oh no, this is ridiculous. And if people are giving me clips, it makes it so much easier because then I'll never get to that point where I have to scrape the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, true. There's something
so it does help a lot.
What a fucking disgusting name is Strider Stone. What the fuck?
Oh,
There's a clip by you, man. I will watch it later.
Wait, which one? Which one? There shouldn't be one of me.
It's called Wait.
Clips.
It's called Wait. Like, you're saying it's going to be loud in the beginning, so okay, I will watch it later. Otherwise, maybe the sound goes into the microphone. But man.
it's because Music's Mastery is loud.
Yeah, sometimes the cards are so loud. What the fuck is up with that? Like, I'm sitting there, it's like, what the fuck, man? Why is this card effect so loud?
The way they developed it is because if it makes a sound effect and the sound effect is based off of one card, if it affects more than one card, it replays that same sound effect. So like if you do
they just overlap.
a Doomscar on one creature and it makes that one sound effect. If you do the same Doomscar on 100 creatures, it does that same sound effect 100 times at the same time. And it just overlaps it.
They're so bad at programming sometimes already. Wow.
I'm like, what are you guys doing? Come on.
Seriously. Get out of here, man. Yeah, but as I said, I was very happy to see your Twitter tweet, and that when I replied, like there was like this immediate answer that was very cool. Like I was very excited. And when you were like, we can do it tonight at your time, midnight, I was like, okay, why not? Yeah, cool. As long as I can join in, it would be amazing.
I'm just trying to get stuff done early, and I was like, hey, I'm free like at this time, and you're like, today, sure.
Yeah, like I thought there was like more planning involved, you know. But you know, it's
because
perfectly
a lot of people
fine.
they're like streaming it or they have planned with it. Mine just comes out on Tuesdays, so it's just
cool.
Whatever's going on, release it on Tuesday.
So any final words before? Oh no, it's your podcast. Sorry, like it's your thing to say.
Yes, I would like to say thank you for having me on this podcast.
And no problem, man. It was a pleasure.
Shout outs to Germany. I know one day I will be there for a month, so
awesome, man. Hit me up immediately.
I'll definitely make sure to hit you up. Yeah, I will definitely like 1,000% hit you up when I go over there.
Awesome, man.
Or before I go over there, rather. Yeah, because I want to go over there and get a tattoo.
Cool,
but
nice.
It'll be an entire leg sleeve, so it'll take close to a month. So that's why I'll be there for like a month.
Nice. In Würzburg or?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Nice. Amazing. Yeah, that's cool. Like, as I said, my brother is a tattoo artist, like in its own right. Like, he does his own style, so that's pretty cool. Like to hear it, man. All right. So, yeah, I will go to sleep now. It's like almost 2 a.m. in the morning
Yeah.
now. So, and actually, tomorrow is the only day where I have to wake up early. But I think it's no problem. I don't want to sound like a little bitch or something. It's just like, yeah, I think it's time to go. And I could go on for 2 hours, man.
Right.
Like, it's so rare
me
that
too.
I get to
I could go on forever, but yeah, I got to make dinner and stuff too. So I totally get it. We'll definitely have to do this again, though. I'm totally down.
Absolutely.
Especially
Thank
if
you
we can
very
get
much,
some
yeah.
other creators. I think that would be awesome.
I think Hello Good Game
So-
would be in, man. Like, he's like
Oh,
generally
yeah.
a very
No,
nice
I've talked
guy.
with him
Like,
before. He's super cool.
awesome. Yeah. I was on his channel once, like half a year ago. And it was
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I think I was on there about a year ago now. But I still
Nice. Yeah,
talk to him pretty regularly.
I've actually seen that. True. Yeah, true. Like yeah, I've actually seen that. Like I think that was the first time that I came in contact with you. Like seeing you as a person, like online, was on his channel. I think that was it. Yeah. So I think that's always super cool. Like if like content creators work like this together, people get to know other content creators. That's pretty cool. Like, that's very important. We cannot do too much, but the little things we can do, we should do. Like always, like you say in German, one hand washes the other.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just such a stupid saying, but it's so true. All right, bro. So thank you very much once more for the invite. I was very excited to be here, and
of course,
check out my shit on YouTube, man. YouTube
do
famous.
It. Of course, YouTube.
All right.
Thank you all so much for watching to the very end. I do appreciate it. It helps the channel grow, especially since it's a new one. So please share it with anybody who you think might be interested. Hit that subscribe button, bell notification, and leave a comment.